Hello Internet. I'm from the Internet and my name is Mr. Matt. This week we're looking at the sides of things that are currently requiring medical attention. Bleeding edge.
Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Roll the titles.
Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Bleeding Edge has recently popped onto Xbox Game Pass for Xbox One and PC along with a release on Steam. Developed by Ninja Theory, makers of titles such as Hellblade, Heavenly Sword and Enslaved, and published by Microsoft in the hell year of 2020. It's a third-person online multiplayer combat game that basically revolves around people adding robot bits to them, hacking themselves to be better, to a pinnacle of achievement on the... what's the expression? Cusp of advancement? So, the story of the game is, a group of people decide that they want to hack some modifications to prosthetics and lump them onto themselves, then fight for a bit of a laugh. That's basically it. There is a rather cringy opening trailer which attempts to make them all seem really cool, but it's just a bit of an odd tone. I mean, these were supposed to be body parts for people who needed them, surely? There's someone with bird legs, and that probably was supposed to go to some poor sod who needed a pair of legs, rather than have them switched over to be robot bird legs like their Falco in Star Fox. They fight for people's entertainment and, well, that's it. So, onto the gameplay. It's not bad, but from what I've played, it seems like a work in progress rather than a full final release. It's like there is a missing ingredient to set it apart from the others in this arena multiplayer battle space. It's what's happening in the Battle Royale scene where loads of titles spring up, and most wither and die after a while, as a few keep plodding along. So obviously this is trying to be a third-person Overwatch. Even the characters kind of ape Overwatch with the character profiles and personalities. We have to know that the English one is from England, the American one is definitely from that America place, and the others have their stereotypes too. Since it's an arena game, you have your rushers, healers and tanky boys. I will say they tried to shake things up. The control mode has points that turn on and off. The grab the things mode makes you smash them first then deliver them at set times, meaning you can lose your haul before you've had a chance to squeeze them out over a hole. You can get points from taking out foes in these modes, which isn't bad as you can still contribute. But as I've said, it's like there is something missing. Like an additional swing in matches that can turn an absolute trouncing around. I've had it where my team have absolutely smashed the opposition, and others where I've been on the smash team and lo and behold my team have left. Oh, and then it said I was going to get booted because I didn't want to get stomped on, because I'm not a complete idiot. Just a slight idiot. Oh, the controls and controller are a bit odd. The ultimate is on left buffer, and the layout of abilities doesn't match the flow of the controller on the right hand side. It's a small gripe, but they should lay things out on the HUD to match the flow of the controller layout. I do like that this lets you zip about with a mountable board or transformation to get from point to point quicker, obviously with the downside of not being able to respond to attacks as quickly. I like the loadout system with the mods, since you've got people with robot bits such as Bike Girl, Streamy McStreamer and Mr. Snaky Deadweight. You can customise them a bit with some mods. The bleeding pain is that unlocking them is a bit of a chore. You can get them from levelling up specific characters, or you know this is coming, pay for them. With the currency you earn in game thankfully, as microtransactions haven't been added. I'm getting the impression a battle pass thing is going to be coming along soon, and some premium skins, it always does. I've had to actually check if there were microtransactions just because I'm so used to them being there in every game of this type. And thankfully they're not. Anyway, the mods let you switch up some of the abilities slightly, let you get an edge in combat by making healing more effective or some abilities be stronger, or even have an additional use. One thing I really don't get is, well, I know people don't like the band U2, especially after the whole busting into your phone and shoving themselves deep into your catalogue. But really, do we have to keep attacking the Edge? Lady Gaga said she was on him in the track The Edge of Glory, and this game is titled after him bleeding. So what gives? I think one of the styles that this really should have tried to emulate is actually Jet Set Radio. I think if it ended up having that tone, it would really end up improving the overall atmosphere of the game. It feels like it wants to be there, but it's not quite hitting it. It just wants to be more edgy, hence the name Bleeding Edge. The cosmetics are a bit meh at the moment. You can get some new trails for your board which look quite groovy. When I played, I got a skin pack which seemed a bit more unique because of Game Pass, some punk stuff. but it does what most games do and go with the usual different colours and one swanky skin. I do wish they'd make these slightly different coloured skins free. It feels a bit pointless to have the little bit red version locked away. I've enjoyed my time with Bleeding Edge. It sounds from all the previous stuff that I haven't, but it has been a lark. I think if you can get a team together to play, then it can be a laugh. I think launching this on Game Pass is a bloody good move. It lets people have a crack at it to see how they'll get on, without being tied into a full payment. I get the impression that in about 6 months' time this will be worth checking out again. They will probably make it free to play in about a year's time with tons of microtransactions. Although Ninja Theory have said they won't because you've paid for the game, but if it does go free to play after a while to stir up the player base, then it might. We'll see. Overall, I rate this some bolts and screws out of a PC rebuild. Thank you so much for watching, have a lovely day, and I'll see you again at some point. Maybe.